Hello everybody, welcome to Savage Ink Studios. I'm your host Ink, and today is another Art Snacks unboxing and review. So, let's jump right into it. Okay, so, first we have Aqua Ink watercolor ink. Oh, looks like it's another watercolor box. I'd kind of hoped that it would be something else, but guess not. And it's in it doesn't, oh, there it is, magenta. Okay. And watercolor paper sampler. I guess you're supposed to make bookmarks or something. 4 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Candy is a sour apple Laffy Taffy. Wow, I am not doing well with the candy so far, because let me tell you, I really don't like Laffy Taffies either, so that is 2 different candies that I don't eat that I got in these boxes. That's unfortunate. Let's open this up. And in the last Art Snacks unboxing, I had said if they're going to send you watercolor products, they should probably send you a brush. So this one actually does come with a brush. It's a Museum Emerald Angle Shader. It's got a neat little grip there on that. And we have a Copic drawing pen. Now, I primarily use Copic markers. I actually have some here. Copic markers like this. But I've never heard of a Copic drawing pen. So, oh. What is that? Wonder if it comes with ink in it? I guess we will test that out with the swatch. It's like a calligraphy pen, I guess. And then we have a 1-for-all acrylic twin wood. Paint pen, maybe? Alright, okay. And a cute little Art Snack sticker that kind of looks like a watermelon. So, there's that. I guess watermelons are idea for this then. Alright. Alright, and then our little card says brush, pad sampler, Aqua Ink, twin marker, acrylic based ink, Copic drawing pen. Okay, cool. Set this off to the side, garbage out of here, and let's get ready to do some swatches then. So here are the things we got. I'm kind of nervous about using this on my bed, to be honest. Alright, so first things first, I really want to test this out and see if it has ink in it already. It does. Okay, so this is basically just like a pen with a calligraphy tip. But it does not have that like calligraphy effect where like you push lighter and it comes out thinner. Most calligraphy pens, you get like a difference in width depending on how hard you push, and if you push any more than very, very lightly on this paper, it just starts like ripping into the paper. So it looks like a calligraphy pen, but it does not act like one. Alright, so, and this is the Copic drawing pen. Alright, so next, let's try the One for All acrylic twin marker. Alright, so the first one has a really, like, thick bullet type nib. Ooh, stinks. Alright, let's check out, oh, and the other side's like a smaller bullet nib, which the lines come out basically the exact same size, so I don't really understand why there are two different tips when they both basically more or less make the same shape, same texture. It is very wet, starting to dry a little bit on here, but that's okay. And for the watercolor ink, I again don't have a cup of water with me. This was the same issue as last time, because this time I really wasn't expecting to get two watercolors out of the same thing. So to be really honest, I would not just use this, probably. I'm going to for this video, because that's what we do with the Art Snacks unboxing, is you use all the stuff, but I like the acrylic paints that I water down definitely a lot more than I like this. It does not, I only put down that much and it already isn't on the brush anymore, so it does not go a long way. It doesn't, this was straight out of the bottle, so this is going to be as dark as you're going to be able to get it, and I like the watercolor effect of being able to get a really, really dark color and then add water to make it a really, really light color. So if it automatically starts off as a light opaque color and a light opaque color that I don't even particularly like using in my art, then I'm probably never going to use this again after this project. So, initial thoughts on this, I am way more disappointed with this box than I was with the last one, and realistically I'm probably not going to use any of these art supplies after this video again, and we'll probably just end up giving them away, because the dual tip marker, the tip is much too thick and you can't get any kind of variation with it, and it smells really bad. The Copic drawing pen is just, it's basically a fine liner that's harsher on your paper, so I would definitely use a Pigma Micron fine liner that is not going to rip through my paper before I would use this, and I would probably intentionally not use this because it doesn't do anything extra, it just kind of damages the paper. And then again with the aqua ink, it's not especially dark, and it's not a color I would generally use, and if I can't get like a really dark to really light gradient, it's probably not a color I'm going to enjoy. And as far as the brush, I mean, it's got a cool grip, but other than that there's nothing particularly special about it. And I will, I guess because we have to use one of these on every whatever, I will be making my piece on this. I probably should have done the swatches on that too, but so yeah, that's my offhand opinion, and I will be back in a second. Okay, and I'm back. I've got a basic sketch down here, tried really hard to think of an idea that I could potentially like use all of the art supplies and have it not come out totally awful. I don't foresee being able to really put anything successfully on top of the green pen, so I'm going to be putting the magenta watercolor ink down first. Now I'm going to try to mix a little bit of this with some water and see if it helps make it layerable at all or helps stretch it at all. So give this a shot. I don't know why I am doing my audio along with this at regular speed. I do not do that for a reason. So as you can see, this isn't really easy to work with at all. It's kind of streaky even on the paper that they supplied. The ink runs out really fast even when you put a lot on. And I also think that it's like very strange that they sent all of these really thick art supplies and then sent really tiny paper. Like, I almost feel like it would have been better if they didn't send the paper, because when you're working with art supplies that have nibs that are this thick, you know, all of them, the paintbrush is pretty wide, and then the pen, again, both sides of that bullet, both of those bullet points are really, really thick. So for them to send paper that is really, really thin, I feel like there's very little you can really accomplish on a piece of paper this size when your mediums are very large. At first I was really thinking, should I just do some tribal type of pattern on this because it's not really big enough to get any kind of piece on. I suppose you could say that it saves you the trouble of feeling like you need to have something very detailed, which you would not be able to accomplish with these art supplies. Alright, now we're going to try doing some of this. I don't know why I'm bothering looking at the different sides. Oh, and it's leaking too. Yikes. Because like I said, both of the sides, while different, they appear different on the outside, the size of the lines that come out are about the same. You cannot get a thinner effect than what I'm doing right here, and you can get that same thinness with the thick side. So it probably would have been smarter just to have one tip if the two tips are exactly the same. Now I gotta wait for it to dry. I should have started at this side. And I started going over that with the eye just there, and the paper actually started tearing upwards. So you can't really use this marker with the paper that they sent anyway, because it starts to destroy the paper if you go over it more than once. So that would be another thing that I would tell them if I could, is if you're going to send art supplies, send art supplies that you can use together. Because this would be really, really disappointing if I was actually invested in a piece that I was making with this and then the paper started tearing. So, I mean, as you guys can tell, I'm sure at this point, I'm really not impressed with this box that I got this time around. The first box I really liked. I think it should have came with a paintbrush that time, but I still really liked what came in it. With this box, I'm pretty disappointed because I'm not going to use any of these products again for the reasons that I stated before, which is just that, you know, this is too thick for my liking. It doesn't smell very good, and it isn't something that you can layer, which is something I enjoy doing in my artwork. And the pink, again, it doesn't start off dark enough, so there's only so much you can do to lighten it, and you can't really get that watercolor gradient. And with this, it digs into the paper and is better. It's better just to use an actual Pigma Micron fine liner that isn't gonna damage your paper. That seems to be the running theme with this box, is art supplies that will tear through your paper. And it's not, this Copic marker pen is not in any way easier to use. It's not in any way like a better quality. It doesn't make better lines. On the contrary, I don't really like the way that it's turning out, or the way that it's drawing, and the way that you can't really turn your pen, otherwise it stops making ink. Now, with an actual calligraphy pen, having, when you turn it and nothing coming out, kind of adds to the design, because depending on which way you turn it, the thickness changes and everything. But with this, again, it is not a calligraphy pen, because you can't get different thickness depending on how you turn it. It's basically just a fine liner that doesn't work when you turn it at some angles, and that cuts your paper, which I don't really see that being a benefit no matter what kind of artwork you're doing. So I would say, you know, oh, if you use this particular style, or if this is what you're going for, then you might find some use in it. But I really can't recommend this particular pen to anybody, because I don't think that anyone is looking to have their pen cut into their paper. Or in the case of the marker, I don't think that anyone is looking for a marker that is gonna wear your paper down and tear it. So, altogether, I don't think that there's anything in this box that I would use or buy, unfortunately. Trying to make the best of it, though. You could probably tell I'm pretty cranky about this box, because it would be nice to get at least one thing in the box that I'd be prepared to use again, and everything in this box is something that I'm definitely not going to use again. So this is what we came up with using, oh yeah, and there were only 3 things. Oh wait, no, and then the paintbrush, so technically it was 4. So this is what I came up with, pink and green chameleon. I would have really liked it if I could have layered it better. There's a little bit of extra darkness here with the watercolor, but that wasn't intentional or really like controllable. I kind of just did it where it felt like doing it. Oh, and the pad of paper, which it looks like really thick cardstock type of paper, but both the Copic pen and the acrylic marker both like dug into it and started tearing it up. So as thick as it looks, it doesn't appear to actually be that sturdy. And using this type of tip and this kind of marker both damaged the paper pretty badly. So I honestly can't recommend any of these art products to anybody. Hopefully our next Art Snacks box will be less disappointing. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this to be useful, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you think I should do any more of these or with different boxes. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.